past, like this Conor McGregor fight in July is going to be fucking bananas. It's going to be bananas. I mean, people are going to go crazy for the return of Conor McGregor because he's a giant personality.
But don't expect the same thing.
How could
you just can't.
He hasn't fought in 5 years, right?
But that's the problem.
It might be more
because they're going to all expect that.
I think it is a little over 5. It's almost 6. I think
it might be 6 at the time of the fight.
It might be. I think it's 5. I think it's 5 right now.
Are we expecting to see a Conor that looked like Nate this last fight? Or are we expecting to see a better Conor than someone that looked like Nate? Because Nate did not look good.
No, but Mike Perry did.
And
Mike Perry looked like a fucking murderer.
You know what I mean? Like
Mike Perry is a murderer.
He's a murderer.
And this is
such a savage.
You take a look at that.
Prediction, a finish, bro. Mystic Max is feeling a finish, bro. Finish, bro.
Numbers out me, no.
All right. What did you make of Max's energy? The interview that you did with Rogan on Sunday, he's very confident.
Bit rude, wasn't it? He's confident. I didn't see that.
You didn't
Look, Max is alright. Max is good. Max is my son. I sunned Max when we fought those years ago, and I'm going to do so again.
He's gotten a lot better since you last fought. Would you not agree?
I don't think so.
Really?
I don't see much.
Since 2013?
No, I don't see much. I don't see much difference, no.
Really?
No, not so much. Same reaction, same movements. Listen, Max got better after he fought me. He added more moves to his game, but even still, there's only one. So I'm not going to say I don't rate him. I don't rate any of them. So it's on me now, with my date set, to go and show that. And that makes me happy.
How do you see this going? Can Conor do anything with the fighter you're probably more familiar with than anyone in Max Holloway?
Well, we know that Conor hasn't been in the game for a long time, and I think a lot of people are thinking that he's just going to lose everything, but that's not the case. He's going to be dangerous. He's obviously going to still be very sharp.
See, but yeah, I guess the other part too. Like if Max goes in there and puts a beating on him,
yeah.
Is this the last time you see Conor? I mean, I doubt it. I suspect he'll try and find another way to keep this train on the tracks. But what if he goes in there?
That's a great point.
Like shit,
That's a great point, because is he the type of personality? Now, he has lost, and he lost devastatingly to Dustin Poirier in the way, but there was an injury. If he just gets outworked, knocked out, just outworked, can he live with that? That's the thing. I'm like, is he gonna be like, no, now we're gonna see Conor want to turn around and come back in there quicker, within months, that type of thing, because he just doesn't want to live with that. That'd be interesting to see too, if it happened.
I don't know. I'm still kind of. I guess it didn't really hit me yet. Didn't really hit me because there was big announcements. We talked a little bit about it. Big announcements this last week, but it didn't really boom on me yet. Is this really happening? McGregor and Holloway too is really happening.
The return of Conor McGregor.
And this time, this time I welterweight, Henry. Let's welterweight, not featherweight. This time it's going to be at welterweight.
Holloway versus McGregor, International Fight League. This is the fight that makes sense. I talked to Max Holloway the other day. I posed this question to him: do you want to fight Conor? And Max said to me versus McGregor. This is the fight that I want. I am training right now because it's all I want. And when we fought, I was a little boy. Could you ever have imagined losing the BMF title would put you closer to the Conor McGregor fight?
Conor McGregor didn't bother hiding how he felt about Max Holloway's confidence heading into the rematch buildup. And look, confidence is nothing new for Holloway. The guy has carried himself like a top contender for years now. Calm in interviews, rarely rattled, the kind of fighter who lets his performances do most of the talking. But something about the way he carried it this time clearly rubbed McGregor the wrong way. It came up when Ariel Helwani brought up an interview Holloway had done with Joe Rogan. McGregor's reaction started off light. He cracked a joke about Holloway's attitude, the kind of jab that could have passed as friendly ribbing if you weren't paying close attention. There was a smirk in it, almost like he wanted people to think it was harmless. But that lightness didn't last long. Within moments, the tone shifted, and McGregor made it clear he wasn't buying into any of the hype that had built up around his future opponent. The joke gave way to something sharper, something that sounded a lot more like a real opinion than a throwaway line for the cameras. That's really the core of it. Holloway has earned plenty of praise over the years, and deservedly so. Multiple title defenses, wins over a long list of ranked contenders, a reputation as one of the most durable, technically sound strikers the featherweight division has ever produced. He's the kind of fighter analysts point to when they talk about volume striking done right, about a gas tank that simply doesn't run out across 5 rounds. None of that is in dispute, not by McGregor, not by anyone who's actually watched him compete. But McGregor isn't interested in any of it. As far as he's concerned, strip away the wins, strip away the highlight reels, strip away a decade of accolades, and you're still looking at the same fighter who stepped into the cage with him all the way back in 2013. It's a pointed take, and a little dismissive if you ask some fans. The kind of comment that's bound to get clipped and replayed across every MMA channel within the hour. But it fits the persona McGregor has built his entire career around. He's never been the type to hand out compliments to the man standing across from him before a fight, and this build-up has been no different. Whether that's genuine belief or a calculated mind game designed to get under Holloway's skin is something only McGregor really knows. Either way, it's working as a headline generator, and it's got people talking well before either man has thrown a punch. That's the McGregor formula, like it or not. Say the thing that gets repeated, let the cameras do the rest, and watch the build-up take care of itself. Conor McGregor is back in the headlines, and this time it actually feels like something real is brewing, not the usual noise. Not another retirement tease followed by a U-turn 6 months later. McGregor is gearing up to share the cage again with Max Holloway, and whatever cooled between them after their first meeting back in 2013 has clearly heated back up. He hasn't been vague about it either. McGregor laid out exactly what he plans to do to Holloway. No hedging, no diplomatic press conference language, just a flat statement of intent. That alone tells you this build-up is different from the usual trash talk cycle that surrounds a big fight announcement.
Me sitting here and spouting to you, oh, but this and that. And then it's nothing, it's just words. I'll say something now, I've got my date to show it, and that is when I'm going to show it.
Are you looking forward to Fight Week, the press conference, all the stuff that you haven't had a chance to take part in? Do you miss all of that?
You know, I am ready for it. Because that can be taxing. But I am ready for it. You know, that takes it out here. But I'm ready for it. And what I am most looking forward to is the bout, the walk, the fight, the announcement, the crowd, the exchanges, and the dominating performance that I plan to put on.
When something's taken away from you, you may appreciate it more when it's given back. So just being there with John, being there with the team, like you're riding again. There's a nostalgic feeling to all of this.
Sure. Oh, the morale in the gym is very nice. It's very good.
Fighters say a lot of things in front of cameras. Most of it is theater, designed to sell tickets and pad out a press tour. This didn't read like theater. It read like a man who's already pictured exactly how the fight goes and wanted everyone else to picture it too. Here's the thing, though. Both men have changed since that first fight. McGregor was a featherweight contender clawing his way up the ladder back then, hungry, fast, still building the reputation that would eventually make him a global name. Holloway, meanwhile, was still finding his footing as a young fighter trying to prove he belonged in the contender conversation at all. More than a decade later, neither of them is that fighter anymore. Holloway has built an entire Hall of Fame resume since that night, stacking up performances that turned him into one of the most respected strikers the division has ever seen. McGregor, on the other hand, has gone on to become one of the biggest names the sport has ever produced. On top of stepping away from the cage entirely for long stretches, chasing other ventures, other headlines, other fights that had nothing to do with Holloway at all. So when people say this rematch isn't just about who throws the better combination, they're onto something real. It's about legacy. It's about two men who've lived very different careers since their last encounter, both walking back into the same cage with a lot more on the line than a win or a loss on the record book. The skill is obviously going to matter. Nobody's pretending it won't. But the story behind this fight runs a lot deeper than technique.